What up, YouTube? What up, Fight World? It's your boy D Dynamite here, aka Mr. BoxerDie.com, aka Mr. Holla at your motherfucking boy, aka Young Fly Flashy in the building today, man. And I'm here to kick some boxing knowledge in your ear today. So, people, man, I've been trolling the internet a lot. I troll YouTube a lot. I'm in the game, man. I pretty much stay up on what the conversation is about. And, I hear a lot of talk about how Adonis Stevenson is a one-handed fighter. I'm hearing one-handed fighter. I'm hearing left-hand dominant. I'm hearing all these words tossed around in reference to Adonis Stevenson's performance versus Sakio Bika, man. And you know what, man? I just got to talk about this because, I'm hearing all this shit, man, and it's like people are worried about the wrong things, man. It's like you're worried about the wrong shit here, okay? You're concerned about the wrong things. Just because someone prefers to use one hand, it doesn't mean that they only have power in one hand, people, okay? If my best weapon is a bazooka, and I got machine guns, I got all other kind of guns, I got a shotgun, I got all that other shit, but I like my bazooka. I prefer to use my bazooka, all right? But I use my bazooka in a way that, chances are you're not going to be able to evade it because it's going to be in an unpredictable way. I'm going to change up the way that I'm using this bazooka to the point where it's going to surprise you every single time. It's unpredictable. That's pretty much how but I like using my bazooka because my bazooka, it gets the job done for me. If I'm a bazooka user, if I'm a bazooka user, that's just my preference, okay? It doesn't mean that I don't have any other guns. People need to stop jumping to these conclusions, all right? Just because someone prefers to fight using their dominant hand, which is not a bad thing, but I'll go into that a little bit later. Just because someone prefers to use their dominant power hand because it gets people out of there quicker, all right? You're more likely to back the fuck up by getting hit with this dominant left hand. You're more likely to go down or even go out by me using this dominant left hand. Just because that's my preference, it doesn't mean I don't have any other weapons. People need to understand that, man. I mean, I'm hearing all this one hand this, one hand that. Listen, Adonis Stevenson has, 25 fights, okay? He has one loss. All the people that he's fought up until now probably have seen tape on him, aside from his first opponent that maybe hasn't seen any tape on him. Everybody else has seen tape on him. He's a world champion. He's had now 6 world title fights, and everybody has seen tape on this supposed predictable left hand that he has. Yet nobody has been able to stop it. Why do you think that is? It's because nobody can stop it. You don't think that when Tavoris Cloud, Sakio Bika, Chad Dawson, you don't think that when these guys stepped into the ring with Adonis Stevenson, you don't think they knew he had a killer left hand? You don't think they anticipated that punch coming? The answer to that question is, of course they did. Of course they knew that punch was coming. Of course they game planned for it. Of course they figured out or researched every possible scenario that he may or may not use that punch and how they would react. Everything. They game planned for it. The point I'm trying to make is, despite whether he uses that left hand over and over again, he makes it work to where it is a weapon, okay? It's not predictable. It's a dangerous weapon. It's not something that you can get away from. People make it sound like it's easy. Well, if you could avoid that left hand, you could. That's not easy to do, because he's mastered throwing that shot at different angles, at different times, in different places. He's mastered counterpunching with that shot. He's mastered doing everything thinkable with that shot, to the point where he can throw that same punch with the same variety that you would throw, or that another fighter would throw a bunch of different punches. He throws it short, he throws it long, all devastating shots. People, you need to get this through your head, okay? Forget about this one-hand dominant shit, all right? And analyze the style. Because there's a style associated to the way Stevenson fights. All right? More than it just being a weapon, it's a style. All right? Very similar to the style you see Guillermo Rigondeaux use. Adonis Stevenson uses a style that's tailor-made for it to suit his strong points. Like, for example, his devastating, his almost inhuman accuracy. Okay? You guys want to keep talking about how much he's using this straight left hand. Why isn't anybody talking about how often he's landing it? Adonis Stevenson is crazy accurate with that straight left hand. Okay? I mean, he's crazy accurate with it. It lands almost every single time. Nobody talks about that, though. But you're talking about how much he's using the straight left hand. Okay. If I'm using it a whole lot of times, stop me from using it. Or make it to where I can't hit you with it. But no one seems to be able to do that. And nobody's talking about that. But everybody seems to want to talk about this whole left hand dominant thing. People, all I have to say to you guys is forget about all this left hand dominant bullshit. Okay? It's meaningless. Honestly. Alright? Analyze the style of Adonis Stevenson. And if you're going to favor Kovalov over Stevenson, analyze his style versus Stevenson's style. You know? But personally, I believe Stevenson would not only beat Kovalov, but knock him out. Because I believe that Kovalov is Stevenson's kryptonite. Stevenson is Kovalov's kryptonite. There you go. I got it. Okay. We're in business now. Now we're talking. I definitely believe that. Okay, Stevenson is definitely Kovalov's kryptonite. The way Kovalov fights, it would be detrimental for him to fight somebody like an Adonis Stevenson. I honestly believe that. And I can't wait for these guys to fight. Can't wait so I can be right and prove all you motherfuckers wrong. But let me know what you guys think. You can hit me up on that on the comment section after you subscribe, of course. Or you can hit me up on Twitter. What the fuck going on? Or you can hit me up on Twitter at box capital X or capital X dot. And my Facebook community chat where we can talk that shit at box -sign or -sign dot. And my website, box -sign or -sign dot.com. But until next time, it's your boy D Dynamite. I'm signing the fuck out. Holla at your motherfucking boy.